Afghanistan, and you work hard. The goal of Western countries was to bring democracy to Afghanistan. European countries as superpower countries of the world who are talking about democracy, freedom, human rights. What happened that they are left Afghanistan in the hands of a terrorist group by the name of Taliban? Today, education is the most basic right, but Afghan girls do not allow to go to school. They don't have this right. Our youth are killed every day by the name of religion, race, and ethnicity. Let us remember that the Taliban are the same as in the past. They will never change. If this terrorist group is not stopped, sooner or later similar attacks of September 11 will be repeated in the world. Now, do you have a plan for improve the situation in Afghanistan, or will it remain like a nest of terrorists? And what will be the future of millions of people in Afghanistan?
Totally understand.
I ask you, please,
thank you
save
very much
Afghanistan
indeed.
from this situation.
We understand this is a very emotional issue for you, and you're right. So we understand very well this is, let's say, an accusation to the multilateralism. Mali is a good example. Afghanistan certainly a worst example. Afghanistan amongst us here, because it's right, there's an abundant situation of this country. Please.
I mean, I wish I could give you hope. What has happened in Afghanistan is a tragedy, and as a result of this tragedy and of the hasty way in which the West left Afghanistan, there's been a lot of hand-wringing about the presumed failure of the efforts to build democracy in Afghanistan. And we have to be very careful with this. Teasing out what success or failure look like in a place like Afghanistan is very difficult. One thing I would say, I think in the resistance, in the fierce resistance that we are witnessing on the part of women to protect their rights, we are seeing that progress was achieved. And the same applies, by the way, to what's happening in Myanmar. In the fierce resistance of young people in Myanmar against the military takeover, we are seeing that progress in the course of 2 decades was achieved. So both Afghanistan and Myanmar have not gone back to square one. They have gone back to square two. The thing is that these efforts are generational efforts. And the practical implication here is that there is a case to be made for international efforts to support democratic institutions working with local partners, and efforts to support democratic culture working with local partners. But those efforts have to be there for the long run, have to be committed.